Now let us move on to question number 4. Question number 4 says, goods and services are sold. Goods and services are sold from Kota, Rajasthan to Mumbai for rupees 20,000. And then from Mumbai to Pune now if the rate of interest is 12% and the profit made at Mumbai is rupees 5,000. Find the net GST. Find the net GST paid at Pune if the dealer at Pune is the end user. So this is the question, and because the board is not big enough, so I have already solved the question on paper. I just note it down and I will explain the answer to you. Now goods and services are sold from Kota, Rajasthan to Mumbai for rupees 20,000 and then from Mumbai to Pune. So here it is from Kota to Mumbai. Obviously it is interstate transaction, mind it. And then from Mumbai to Pune, and Mumbai to Pune, the same state Maharashtra, so this is intrastate. If the rate of interest is 12% and the profit made at Mumbai is rupees 5,000, then find the net GST paid at Pune if the dealer at Pune is the end user. So now, I'm rubbing it. I just note down the answer and then I'll explain. Now here it is given, now dealer in Mumbai and I'll mark it like this. So dealer in Mumbai and this is dealer in Pune. So if you look at the question carefully, the dealer in Mumbai, the CP for the dealer is equals to 20,000 and hence since it is interstate, so IGST is applicable and that is equals to 12% of 20,000 and that comes to 2400. So here he sells the article but keeps a profit of rupees 5,000. So the selling price becomes 20,000 plus 5,000 and that is equals to 25,000. So SP for the dealer in Mumbai comes to 25,000. Now SP of dealer in Mumbai is the CP for the dealer in Pune. So now we write CP equals to 25,000. So since it is Mumbai to Pune, obviously this is intrastate. So here CGST and SGST are applicable. So CGST is equals to 6% of 75,000, that comes to 1500. Similarly, SGST is also the same, 6% of 25,000, and that equals to 1500. Okay. Now GST payable. How much is the GST payable by the end user? End user means the dealer at Pune. So that is these two, SGST and CGST. So that is equals to SGST plus CGST, and that equals to 1500 plus 1500, and that equals to 3,000. So this is your answer. Hope it is clear. So dealer in Mumbai, cost price is 20,000. Since it is sold from Kota, so Rajasthan, so it is interstate. So there is 12% of IGST is applicable, that comes to 2,400. Profit he gives 5,000, so the selling price becomes 25,000. CP for the dealer in Pune becomes 25,000. So here, since it is Mumbai to Pune transaction, it is intra-state transaction. So here CGST and SGST are applicable. So CGST comes to 1,500 and both 1,500. So the GST payable by the end user, that is the dealer at Pune, is the sum of these two, that comes to 3,000. Okay. Now we come to the next question. You have a look by the time. So I rub this board again. Now the next question is question number 5. A dealer X in a city in UP, or dealer X in a city in UP supplies goods and services worth rupees 50,000. Worth rupees 50,000 to some other dealer Y. To some other dealer Y in the same city in UP. Now the dealer Y supplies the same goods, and services to a dealer Z in Kolkata. At a profit of rupees 20,000. At a profit of rupees 20,000. Find number 1, output and input taxes for the dealer Y. Output and input taxes for the dealer Y. And number 2, net GST payable for dealer Y. Rate of GST at each stage. Rate of GST at each stage is 28%. So this is the question, and now a dealer X in a city in UP supplies goods and services worth rupees 50,000 to some other dealer Y in the same city in UP. So So this is obviously interested. Now the dealer Y supplies the same goods and services to a dealer Z in Kolkata. So it is interstate at a profit of rupees 20,000. Now find the output and the input taxes for the dealer Y and net GST payable for the dealer Y. So rate of GST at each stage is 28%. Write the answer first. So dealer in dealer X in UP, SP is equals to 50,000. Similarly, for dealer Y in the same city in UP, the CP is 50,000. So since it is the same city in the same state, so CGST is applicable and SGST, that is 14% of 50,000, and that is coming to 7,000. Similarly, SGST same as CGST, that is also 7,000. So profit he keeps while selling is 20,000. So his SP becomes how much? 50,000 plus 20,000, and that comes to 70,000, right? Now come this side, we have got the dealer Z in Kolkata. Dealer Z in Kolkata. So if you look at this, the CSP of the dealer in UP, that is the CP of the dealer in Kolkata, CP is equals to 70,000. So it is interstate, so it is IGST applicable, and that is equals to 28% of 70,000, and that is coming to 19600. So what is the input tax? So input tax is the same, that is 19600, and output tax for dealer Y is equals to 19600. Now you have to find the net GST payable by Y. So net GST payable for Y. So that is equals to output tax minus input GST. So that is output is 19600, and that input is 14,000. 14000. 14 and that is coming to 5600. So I think total input tax. So here we come. Dealer X in UP sells the article, or the question is the supplies goods and services. So the dealer X in UP charges a selling price is 50,000 for the supply of the goods and services. Now dealer Y in UP, for him the dealer in UP, the CP is 50,000. Since it is the same city, not same city but the same state, CGST and SGST applicable, so it is 7,000 and 7. So what is the total input tax? So total tax paid by the dealer while purchasing is 7,000 plus 7,000, that is 14,000. Profit he gives 20,000, so selling price becomes 70,000. Now for the dealer in Kolkata, Z, CP, the cost price is the equivalent to the selling price of the dealer in Y, that is 70,000. Since it is from one state to the other state, IGST is applicable, so it is 28% of 70,000 coming to 19,600. Now dealer Y pays a tax, that is 19600. This is 28%. Now output tax for the dealer Y. Now output tax for the dealer Y, that means the tax the dealer Y collected is the same as what the tax is paid by the dealer Z in Kolkata. So that is the output tax for dealer Y is same as the input tax for dealer Z. So it is 19,600. So net GST payable. Net GST payable by Y. Now Y net GST as we have already, it is a tax collected minus tax paid, or output tax minus input tax. Now what is the tax collected? Tax collected is 19,600. And what is the tax paid? For while purchasing, the tax paid is 7,000 plus 7,000, that is 14,000. So the difference of these two is the GST payable by Y, that is 5600. So okay. Now move on to the next question. Now the next question is on the board here. For a dealer A, the list price of an article is rupees 9,000, which he sells to dealer B, which he sells to dealer B at some lower price, at some lower price. Further, dealer B sells the same article, to a customer at its list price. If the rate of GST is 18% and dealer B paid a tax under GST equal to rupees 324, equal to rupees 324 to the government, find the amount inclusive of GST, paid by dealer B. So here is the question now. For a dealer A, the list price of an article is rupees 9,000, which he sells to a dealer B at some lower price, lower than 9,000. Further, the dealer B sells the same article to a customer at its list price. List price is 9,000. Now, if the rate of GST is 18% and dealer B paid a tax equal to rupees 324 to the government, find the amount inclusive of tax paid by dealer B. So, hope you understood the question. Now, let us proceed to solve it. If you got any queries or any doubts, I'm giving me the WhatsApp number. The number is 9431967103. So this is my WhatsApp number. In case of any doubt or confusion, you can send your doubts in this number. Now the answer to this, so let A sells to B at rupees X. So net tax paid by B that will be equals to the output tax minus input tax, and that is given as 324. So therefore 18% of 9,000 minus 18% of 9,000 minus X is equals to 324. So 1620 plus 18% of X equals to 324. So we get 18% of X equals to 324. Here X is coming out to be 1800. So therefore SP of B that is equals to 9,000 minus 1800, and that is coming to 7,200. So the amount paid by B, the amount inclusive of GST, paid by B is equals to 7,200 plus 18% of 7,200, and that goes to, that is 7,200 plus 1,296, and that is coming to 8,496. 496, 9, 4, 8. So here it is. A sells to B at rupees X, which is some lower price. Let the lower price be X. Tax paid by B, that is equals to 324, which is equals to output tax minus input tax. So 18% of 9,000 minus 18% this is equals to 324. That is output tax minus this is the input tax, and that equals to 324. So solving that we get X as 1800. So the lower price, that is equals to 1800. So the selling price of B is 9,000 minus 18, that is 7,200. Now the amount paid by B, that is inclusive of its GST, that is 7,200 plus 18% of 7,200, and that comes to 8,496. So have a look at it. Now we move on to the next question. Question number 7. The market price of an article, the market price of an article is rupees 6,000. A wholesaler sells it to a dealer at 20% discount. At 20% discount. The dealer further sells. The dealer further sells the article to a customer at a discount of 10%. To a customer at a discount of 10% on the market price. 10% on the market price. If the rate of GST, if the rate of GST at each stage is 18%, find the amount of tax under GST paid by the dealer to the government. So this is your question. The mark price of an article is rupees 6,000. A wholesaler sells it to a dealer at 20% discount. So whenever we have a discount, first we will deduct that discount money, and then that new value will be the taxable value. The dealer further sells the article to a customer at a discount of 10% on the marked price. So if the rate of GST at each stage is 18%, so find the amount of tax under GST paid by the dealer to the government. So now let us see to this. Whenever there is a discount, first you have to subtract that discount, you have to deduct it. So now manufacturer, for the manufacturer, yes, the mark price equals to 6,000, and he sells the article to a wholesaler at a discount of 20%. So SP, selling price is 80% of 6,000, and that is equals to coming to 4,800. So selling price of the manufacturer is obviously the CP for the next level, that is the dealer, the wholesaler. So now we come to the this is the wholesaler, no? Article, the wholesaler. Let it be. This is the wholesaler. Sorry. Wholesaler. Okay. Now the selling price of the wholesaler is the CP for the dealer. Now if we talk about the dealer, what is the CP? So CP equals to the 4,800, the selling price of the wholesaler. So if it is then what is the GST paid by dealer for the purchase? So GST paid is equals to 18% of 4,800, and that is equivalent to 864. Now he sells the article. The dealer further sells the article to a customer at a discount of 10% on the mark price. So what is the selling price for the dealer? The selling price is 6,000 minus 10% of 6,000, and that is coming to 5,400. So what is the amount of GST charged by the dealer? The GST charged will be equals to 18% of 5,400, and that is coming to 972. So now GST paid by the dealer. GST paid by the dealer to the government, that is equals to the output tax minus input tax. Input tax, so output tax is 972 and the input tax is 864, and that comes to 108. So it is very simple here. You can see that the mark price for the wholesaler is 6,000 and he sells the article at a discount of 20%. So the selling price comes to 4,800. Now selling price of the wholesaler is equal to the cost price for the dealer. So dealer gets the article at rupees 4,800. So when he purchases, he has to pay the GST. So GST paid is the value 18% of the purchasing amount, 864. So now he sells the article at a 10% discount on the mark price. So it is 6,000 minus 10% of 6,000, that is coming to 5,400 is the selling price. So when he sells the article, obviously he has to collect the GST, so that is the GST charge, that is 18% of 5,400 coming to 972. So finally, what is the amount of GST paid by the dealer to the government? It is the output tax minus input tax, that is tax collected minus tax paid, coming to 972 minus 864, and that is equals to 108. Hope it is clear to all of you, no confusion. Now we move on to the next question. Question number 8. A is a manufacturer. A is a manufacturer of TV sets in Delhi. He manufactures a particular brand of TV, a particular brand of TV set, and marks it at rupees 75,000. He then sells this TV. He then sells this TV to a wholesaler B, TV set to a wholesaler B in Punjab at a discount of 30%. Full stop. The wholesaler B raises the mark price. Of the TV set bought by 30%. The wholesaler B raises the mark price of the TV set bought by 30%. And then sells it, to dealer C in Delhi. If the rate of GST is 5%, find tax under GST paid by wholesaler B to the government. So let us again read the question first. A is a manufacturer of TV sets in Delhi. He manufactures a particular brand of TV set and marks it at rupees 75,000. So the mark price for the TV set is 75,000. He then sells this TV set to a wholesaler B in Punjab at a discount of 30%. Now the wholesaler B raises the marked price of the TV set bought by 30% and then sells it to a dealer C in Delhi. If the rate of GST is 5%, then find the tax under GST paid by the wholesaler B to the government. So now, let us solve it. Manufacturer A. The mark price of the article is 75,000. He sells the article at a discount of 30%. The selling price will be 70% of 70,000, and that is coming to 52,500. Now wholesaler B. SP of the manufacturer is the CP of the wholesaler. So cost price is 52,500. So obviously GST has to be paid. So GST paid will be 5%. GST rate given 5% of 52,500, and that is coming to 2625. Now what is the selling price? Selling price is the value 75,000, and he raises it by 30% of the market price. 30% of 75,000. So this value is coming to, after calculation, 97500. So obviously now the next topic, obviously after this he has to, selling price is this, so you will charge GST. So GST charged by B, that is 5% of this amount, equals to 5% of 97500, and that is coming to 4875. So therefore, as usual, GST paid is equals to output tax minus input tax, and that is coming to equals to 4875 minus 2625. That comes to 2250. 2250. So here it is. So now mark price for the manufacturer A is 75,000, and he sells it off to wholesaler B at a discount of 30%. So the selling price is 52,500. Now CP for wholesaler is 52,500. So when he is purchasing it, he has to pay. So GST paid is 5% of this amount of purchase, coming to 2625. Now he wants to sell it off, and the selling price, he sells it at a price which is 30% above the market price. So that is 75,000 plus 30% of 75,000, coming to 97500. So when he is selling it off, so he has to collect GST, or he has to charge GST. So GST charged by B, that is 5% of 97,500, is coming to 4875. Now finally, amount of GST paid to the government, and that will be equal to the output tax minus input tax, that is 4875, which is the output tax, and input tax is 2625, coming to 2250. So now the next one. For a trader, market price of a refrigerator, the market price of a refrigerator is rupees 15680, inclusive of GST, at the rate of 12% on the market price. A customer asks the trader to reduce the market price such an extent that its reduced price that its reduced price plus GST on it is equal to the mark price of the refrigerator. Find the required reduction. Find the required reduction. Let us understand the question first. For a trader, the mark price of a refrigerator is rupees 15680 inclusive of GST. So in 15680, GST is already included at the rate of 12% on the mark price. Now the customer asks the trader to reduce the mark price to such an extent that the reduced price plus GST on it is equal to the mark price of the refrigerator. So the customer wants to pay a total amount of 1560680 only, which the required. So let us solve it first, then we will explain. So let the mark price of the refrigerator be rupees X. So X plus 12% of X is equals to the total value 15680. That is what he is wanting to. The mark price of a refrigerator is 15680 inclusive of GST at the rate of 12% on the mark price. The customer asks the trader to reduce the mark price of the refrigerator to such an extent that its reduced price plus GST is equal to the mark price. Now this is, so if you solve this, it is coming to X equals to 14,000. Now therefore the initial mark price is equals to rupees 14000. Now let the reduction in price be rupees Y. So new price, what will be the new price? New price will be 14,000 minus Y. Okay. So GST will be 12% of 14,000 minus Y. So this is the GST. Now we have 14,000 minus Y plus 12 by 100 into 14,000 minus Y, and that is equals to 14,000, right? Now solving this, we are getting Y equals to 1500. So what is the reduced price? Reduction. So therefore reduction in price is equals to rupees 1500. Mark price, we are taking it as X. So X plus 12% of X equals to 15680. What is that? That was what the demand of the customer. X is the mark price, that is coming to initial mark price 14,000. Reduction in price, if it is Y, then new price will be 14,000 minus Y. So GST is 12% of this. So this plus this equals to 14,000. So solving, we get Y 1500. Therefore the reduction in price is 1500. So now go through all these questions very carefully, and we have tried to solve as many questions on different types of questions, but still there are many questions which I could not do right now, but then we'll try to upload another video based on this chapter, only based on the numericals of this chapter. So you have to wait for some time for that, but by this time, during this time, just go through the video and try to solve the questions. You might have the books as well, so try understand. I think it is not be a problem for you to solve this question because now the concept is very much clear. So all the best. Thank you. If you got any queries or any doubts, I'm giving me the WhatsApp number. The number is 9431967103. So this is my WhatsApp number. In case of any doubt or confusion, you can send your doubts in this number.